Hi there, my name's Kevin Peters, one of the senior account executives here at SmoothX. This is just a short video on our Cost Plus and just a high level overview of its features. So the idea of the Cost Plus is to manage your Cost Plus contracts in Procore. Procore is definitely set up for fixed cost type contracts. So when it comes to Cost Plus, you can't easily identify if you have or haven't passed an expense on to the client, as well as the ability to obviously then generate them and pass them on. That's what our Cost Plus integration is designed to do. So in short, starting with the dashboard, just shows you a list of all of your Cost Plus projects. You can search the name of them. I'll search the name of my Wall Street project to bring that up. So in here, I can see now all of my expenses. So it's compiled all of my commitments, which is all of my purchase orders and subcontracts, as well as all of my direct costs. So at one quick glance at this screen, I can easily identify if these expenses have been invoiced on or not. And you can see that just with a green tick or a red cross, whether it has or hasn't. So in Procore, it's extremely difficult to do this because you have to go into each one individually, check it, cross-check it against zero. Whereas here, you can easily just compile it. You can run filters as well to filter by statuses, billing dates, invoice statuses, all of that sort of thing. So it makes it really easy to be able to view that information and filter it. From there, obviously, you then want to invoice them on. So you can do it in bulk, or you can grab singular ones. I'll just grab a singular one today from a direct cost. So I can just click on that. I've got the ability to add it to a new head contract or an existing head contract. I'll add it to an existing. Here, just gives me a quick overview to show me what the invoice is. Happy with that. Then I just select what head contract I want to apply it to. So I'll just apply it to my head contract number 1. And you can see that expense is now getting added. So again, green tick means they have been invoiced. Orange means it's pending against the invoice and the head contract. So pending against head contract number 1 in my case, which is the one I just selected. And then the red cross means hasn't filtered. So that's now been generated. So I can come over to the invoicing tab here. If I just select my head contract number 1 and generate any loaders progress claims, you can see here, it's going to generate them. So at the moment, here's just a list of a few that I've already previously generated. And then in a second, once this one generates for me, I'll be able to do it. So if I just can refresh that, there you go. You can see that one's now there. So this is now invoiced against the head contract. So a couple of things that we can do here in the Cost Plus integration, which makes it very beneficial, is first of all, you can generate a quick summary, which just shows you all of the cost codes, the invoice numbers. This is obviously a basic one. It's just got the 1 in it. Now, the idea of a Cost Plus integration, as well as the ability to be able to apply your markup or your margin. Now, in my case, I've just applied a 10% around the board, but it's worth noting you can apply different markups and margins against different cost codes. So here's just a quick summary. This can be used for both internal or external use, just generating everything on there for me. So that's one way of doing it. The other option as well is we do have a invoice you can generate, which actually contains all the invoices. I might generate one of these ones, which has just got a little bit more detail on it. I'll export all. And what this one does is this generates the same summary that we looked at before. This is obviously a more detailed one. So again, you can see all of the cost codes, the invoice numbers, the amounts against them, my markup against it there as well. But what this one does is it actually also includes all of the actual attachments to those invoices. So all of those direct costs or all of those purchase order subcontracts, you can actually pull up the invoices for it. So if you need to actually send this through to your client and prove that, hey, you actually did incur those costs, it's nice and easy to generate that summary along with any attachments and receipts or invoices as well. So that's that part of it. In Procore, obviously, if I click on it, it then takes me through to the actual head contract. So you can see that invoice has been generated there. If I go over the details pane, you can again see a breakdown of all of the cost codes, the amounts, quantities, that sort of thing. If I just jump back into the Cost Plus integration, a couple of other things we can look at. So against your payroll here, you're able to set your normal rate and your charge out rate. So you can set your sort of markup or your charge out rates against that as well. And then just to jump back to the settings side of things, we just jump into the project markup here. Here's where I was talking about before, being able to apply a 10% markup around the board in my case, but if you wanted to, you could have 10% on this, 20% on this, 5% on this. So really nice and easy in our cost plus integration to be able to make your money and set those different markups and margins against your different cost codes, as well as the ability to set it against your payroll there, as well as obviously being able to quickly and easily identify if expenses have or have not been invoiced on, as well as the ability to generate the summary of the invoice and the amounts, as well as one including the actual attachments as well. Hope this helps. Let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks, Kevin.